So starting an educational journey in Australia is like stepping into the world of excellence. Renowned for its prestigious universities and top-notch educational institutions, Australia holds a special place in the hearts of ambitious learners worldwide. But here's the catch. The Australian education system has its own unique grading framework designed to evaluate students' achievements and provide a fair representation of their academic expertise. So to make the most of your educational experience, it is important to understand how the system works. Hello and welcome to Edutrainex, one of the best online platforms for PTE preparation. I am Nandini Vats, and today in this video, I'll be telling you about the Australian university grading system and demystify its main components. I'll also explain about the GPA and ATAR. So whether you are a budding student dreaming of studying in Australia or an international student already pursuing your education in an Australian institution, then this video is just for you. In Australia, see, the grades are measured on a numerical scale ranging from 0 to 100, with 0 being the lowest and 100 being the highest. It's obvious, okay? So, however, it's important to note that all the institutions don't follow the scale. Some may utilize letter grades or a pass-fail system. So, a score of 50 or above is considered a pass. Beyond that, there are different levels of achievement. A score of 85 and above earns you a distinction, while 75 to 84 is a credit and 65 to 74 is a pass. If your score falls between 50 and 64, it's considered a borderline pass, and anything below 50 is deemed a failure. So academic performance is evaluated through a combination of homework, tests, class participation, and other assessment methods. So the weight given to each of these elements may vary depending on the subject and institution. So in some cases, the final grade is solely based on the outcome of a final examination, while in others, it takes into account the student's performance throughout their entire course. So one notable aspect of the Australian university grading system is the use of a grading curve. This means that your final grade is determined by how well you perform in relation to the rest of the class. So this curve ensures fairness and accuracy by considering the overall class performance. Now, this can work in two ways. It can either lift the grade of the students who performed better than the average, or it can lower the grade of the students who performed worse than average. See, the curve is determined by the course coordinator or the university, and it is usually applied to courses with a large number of students. Now, in Australia, the weighted average mark, which we call as WAM, is a special aspect of the higher education grading system. This calculation method considers both your course grades and credit points attached to them, providing a complete overview of your academic performance. So the weighted average mark is a powerful tool used by universities to decide eligibility for different things like scholarships, awards, and other educational ventures. Now, in some Australian universities, letter grades take the spotlight. Ranging from A to F, these letters reflect your performance, with A being the highest and F being the lowest. Now, the assigned letter grade is typically based on the percentage of marks you achieve. I'll explain this letter grading system very precisely and explicitly in the video, so hang on till the end. See, moreover, a pass or fail system is adopted by certain Australian universities, simplifying the grading process for non-core courses like electives and extracurricular activities. So rather than receiving numerical or letter grades, students are simply marked as pass or fail based on their performance in these courses. So international students should also consider the impact of the Australian grading system on their future academic and professional endeavors. So grades are important in determining their eligibility for graduate programs, internships, scholarships, and even career prospects. So exceptional academic performance will help you to get scholarships and awards, easing the financial burden and taking you towards your aspirations. So in addition to academic achievement, academic integrity is largely valued in the Australian university assessment system. Any form of academic misconduct is strictly forbidden and can lead to severe consequences such as failure or even expulsion from the university. As transnational scholars, it is very crucial to be mindful of and uphold this principle of academic integrity. Now, how does Australian grading system work? See, in Australia, you'll come across a unique grading system that sets it apart. Take the D symbol for instance. Unlike its lower grade connotation in other countries, here it signifies a distinction, a mark of excellence. So while most universities in Australia follow a similar grading scale, keep in mind that variations exist among states and institutions. The grading system is tailored to evaluate different programs, courses, and levels, ensuring a fair assessment. So from honors degree to vocational degrees, each of it has its own grading criteria. Now we'll start with the undergraduate and postgraduate degrees. Here are the grades you will see. The first is HD, that is high distinction for 80% and above, signifying an outstanding achievement. Then it is D, distinction for 70 to 79%, which is a mark of excellence. After that it is C, credit for 60 to 69%, which is satisfactory performance. Then P for pass, that is 50 to 59%. And at last it is F, fail, below 50%. Now talking about the honors degrees where the grading system slightly differs, the first one is H1, first class honors, 80% and above, the highest distinction. Then H2A, second class honors, division A, 75 to 79%, a strong performance. After that it is H2B, second class honors, division B, 70 to 74%. Then comes H3, third class honors, 65 to 69%, a considerable result. P is for pass, between 50 to 64%, and last F is for fail, below 50%. Now moving on to vocational education, such as certificates, diplomas and advanced diplomas, the grading system is very simplified, where you will have only two grades, either you pass or you fail. You will be either competent, that is you pass the assessment and are deemed qualified, or not yet competent, which means you cannot complete the task and need improvement. So lastly, for primary, secondary and senior secondary education, grading systems may vary across states and territories. Here's a general overview. The highest grade is A, which means excellent for 85% and above, and exceptional performance. Then there is B, that is good for 70 to 84%. Then comes C for satisfactory for a percentage between 51 to 69%. Then D, which is limited, 31 to 50%, which means that improvement is needed. E is very low for 26 to 30%. And last, as you know very well, F, that is fail. Remember, each institution may have its own specific grading system, so to be sure to check their websites for accurate information. Now, talking about GPA and ATAR, unlike the GPA system widely used in the USA, the Australian grading system takes a different approach. While GPA is mainly used in fields like medicine or law, the Australian Tertiary Admission Rank, which is known as ATAR, takes center stage in measuring students' performance across the country. See, I'll break it down for you. GPA, or grade point average, is a numerical calculation that evaluates your academic performance in specific study periods or throughout your entire course. Calculated using this formula. Though not as commonly used in Australia, GPA finds its place in certain specialized courses. On the other hand, the ATAR score plays a crucial role in determining your achievement. It serves as a scale to measure the performance and opens doors to various government-sponsored opportunities and positions. So for those institutions in Australia that use the GPA system, there are typically two scales, a 7-point GPA scale or a 4-point GPA scale. So each scale has its own unique characteristics, providing a framework for evaluating academic progress. So here is a table about the GPA scale system in Australia. So I hope by now you must have got a clear understanding about the Australian grading system. So in the vibrant world of Australian education, the grading system is your compass guiding you towards the excellence. Take up the challenge, understand the rules of the game, and emerge as a triumphant student in Australia's esteemed institutions. Let us know if you still have any doubts regarding it in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, and for more regular updates like this, hit the bell icon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.